We'll go to the next section. The next section is quadratic function. A quadratic function is a type of polynomial function of the degree 2. So the highest degree will be 2. Degree means the powers of the variables, which is the x. Yeah, so we will have x squared later. Its standard form is fx equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. The difference between the quadratic function and quadratic equation is, for the quadratic function you will have fx equals to or y equals to, and for quadratic equations you will have equal to 0. And then a, b, c are real numbers. Real numbers means any numbers. A cannot be 0 because if a equals to 0 it will become linear, not quadratics, and the x will be the variables. Okay, we'll go to the key features of a quadratic function. For quadratic function, fx equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. First is the graph shapes. For a greater than 0, the shapes will be like this. It will be opens up and the graph will be a curve or parabola. Next is when a less than 0, it will be open down. I will give an example for the opens up. The opens up may be like this, like 2x squared plus 2x plus 5. As you can see, the value of a is greater than 0. That means the shapes will be opens up when you sketch the graph later. When the 2 change into negative 2, that means a less than 0. Less than 0 will be like this. And then next is vertex. Vertex has another names such as turning point, maximum point, minimum point, or stationary point. Yeah, vertex have a lot of names, but the definition is the highest or the lowest point of the parabola. So if you have a greater than 0, that will be a minimum point, and when a less than 0, it will be a maximum point. And to find the vertex or the turning point, you can use these methods. You have to make the quadratic functions into completing the square form, so you can get the vertex easily. Yeah, if you have fx equals to ax minus h squared plus k, that means the vertex point is h comma k. I will explain these methods later in the example questions. Let's take a look at the example questions. You have to express x squared plus 6x minus 7 in the form of fx equals to x plus p squared plus q squared. Okay, let's completing the square this one. So you will open brackets like this and then minus 7. For this one, you will copy the x will be right there, and then the 6 will be plus 6, and then don't forget to divide it by 2, and then this one will be 6 over 2. This is the easiest way to completing the squares. Yeah, so you have x plus 3 square and then minus 9. For this one, you can use your calculator to calculate it. So you have fx equals to x plus 3 square and then minus 16. There you go. This is the completing square form. Next is to find the vertex point. To find the vertex point, you can get the value of x from the x plus 3. As usual, you will find the value of x like this. X plus 3 equals to 0, and then x equals to negative 3. And then for the value of y, you only have to copy the last value, which is negative 16. That means if we combine the value of x and y, you will have negative 3, negative 16 as the vertex point. So the final answer is this one. And then next is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is the vertical line through the vertex, or you can say as the vertical line that divide the curve into two equal parts, yeah, left and right. Okay, so I already give you the illustrations. It will be like that. X equals to a means the value, not the value, the line of x equals to a, which is the x coordinate of the vertex. Yeah, I will explain this later in the example questions. Wait, okay. Example questions: determine the axis of symmetry of fx equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. We already did this before. We already make it into the completing square form. I will copy the completing square form. It's x plus 3 squared and then minus 16. And then we also have the vertex before, like negative 3 comma negative 16. And to find the axis of symmetry, you have only to rewrite it like this: x equals to negative 3. You will take the value of the x from the vertex point, and then you will have the axis of symmetry. As simple as that. Okay, next is y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, you only have to change the x into 0, and the definition is the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. Yeah, so this is the y-axis. Let's say the graph is like this. That means the y-intercept will be this one. Yeah. Okay, so example questions: determine the coordinates of the y-intercept of the curve fx equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. So as I told you before, if you want to find the y-intercept, you have to input the x equals to 0, and then you can change the fx into y. So 0 squares plus 6 times 0 minus 7, you have negative 7 as the result. That means the coordinates will be 0, negative 7. So this is the y-intercept. And then the x-intercept. X-intercept has a lot of words, which is roots or zeros or what else? Yeah, x-intercept. Yeah. The definition is the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So let's say your drawing is like this. That means this one is the x-intercept. And then the condition is y equals to 0. So let's take a look at example questions 1. We have y equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. And then because the y equals to 0, you only have to replace the y equals to 0. And then you will solve this. To solve x squared, you have to factorize, right? If you cannot factorize, just use the formula. You'll have positive 7 right here, x minus 1, and then you will have x equals to negative 7 and x equals to 1, and then suddenly you will have the point. The point is negative 7, 0 and 1, 0. Why it is negative 7, 0? Because the y equals to 0 before. And then I want to teach you how to sketch the quadratic function. This is the the necessary steps to do to draw the quadratic functions a little bit accurate. Yeah, so first you have to find the y-intercept. Second, you have to find the x-intercept, if any. Third, you have to find the vertex point. Fourth, you will sketch. Yeah, if the point is not enough, you can create a table of values of x and y like this. It will help you to draw later. Yeah. But if the point is already enough, you can draw it directly. So sketch fx equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. I think we already did this, the step of 1, 2, and 3 in the previous example questions. I will copy the answer first. Okay, I have copied all of the answers that we already have. The first one is x-intercept negative 7, 0 and 1, 0. Y-intercept is 0, negative 7. Axis of symmetry is x equals to negative 3. Vertex is negative 3, negative 16. And because a greater than 0, that means the curve must be opens down. Yeah, let's draw this. So I will prepare the axis first. The axis will be like this. So this is the y, this is the x. And then you will plot the points. First is negative 7 far away to the left, and then 1, 0 will be maybe right there, and then 0, negative 7 maybe right here, and then negative 16 will be twice of negative 7. That means this one is not enough. I will add it. Yeah, this one is maybe a little bit more. Negative 16 is right there. And then we have negative 3 will be right here. Okay, so first I can draw the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry will be like this. That is the middle line, yeah. And then we have a lot of points right here, right here, right here, and right there. You only have to connect them. Just connect them like this. Oh no, wait, that's so bad. Like this. Yeah, maybe like that. So this is our curve, and maybe you can label it as y equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. There you go. Okay, next is solving quadratic equations by graphing graphical methods. Yeah, to solve fx equals to gx, simply graph fx and also gx on the same diagram. The point of intersection are the solution to fx equals to gx. So let's say the question wants you to solve this one. Oh my god, this one. Yeah, graphically. That means you cannot use algebra. I know that you can solve this using algebra also, but the question wants you to solve this in graphic methods. Yeah, so I will call this one as fx, and then I will call this one as gx. So there are two graph that we have to draw. Yeah, the first one is fx equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7. And the second one is gx equals to 2x plus 1. The calculation for this one is in the previous example question, so I will not calculate this anymore. And also we already have the graph of this one in the previous example questions. Yeah, that means I only have to calculate this and graph and sketch the graph for this one. For this one, the powers of the x is only 1. That means we don't have to do the steps. We only have to create two pairs of values of x and y. So let's say x equals to 0. For x equals to 0, the y, the value of y will be 2 times x. The x will be 1. So you will have y equals to 3. That means from this one, you will get 0,3. And then let's say you want to use x equals to 2. That means y equals to 2 times 2 plus 1. Just take random numbers. Yeah, your answers will be correct. Do not worry. Okay, so for this one we have 0,3 and 2,5. Let me copy the graph from the previous example questions first. Okay, so we already have the graph of the y equals to x squared plus 6x minus 7 before. I will erase the axis of symmetry because we will not need that one. So 0,3 will be right here, 0,3, and then 2,5 will be right there. Let's add more, and then I only have to connect the dots like this. Nah, and then I will have the gx. The gx is y equals to 2x plus 1. And what is the solution? The solution is the point of intersection from both of them. That means you have to read the coordinates for this one and also for this one. Unfortunately, because I don't have any graph paper, so I cannot draw this accurately. Yeah, just read the coordinates later. Yeah, you will do this later in your exercise. That means if you see any questions like this one, you have to use your graph paper so you can read the coordinates accurately. Nah guys, I think that's it for the materials. We already finished the chapters. Get ready and be prepared for the test later. Yeah, thank you guys, bye bye.